I'm hiking totally different now. I'm looking ahead of me. Wonder how long that'll last. Feeling less optimistic about that gold colored stuff. Just don't think it's gold. I don't know, I got a little sample, but panning's no fun. Just use the pan to hit somebody else in the head when they take their goal. Now the news is talking every day about Gaza. It's getting really bad, but it's not like it hasn't been like that for years. Well, not like that. Now it's just that they're declaring it as famine. And like when I go on X and battle with all the little hats there, they don't fucking act. They act like nothing's going on. Like there's no genocide. I mean, they just deny everything, that nothing's going on. They say they're the ones fighting for their existence. Fucking unreal, man. I think an obvious awakening is happening. You know, it's way late. Years and years late, but it had to happen. Even when my mom even fucking knows the little hats. She doesn't know. She doesn't understand the level of little hat control. We had an argument about it the other day. But she just doesn't understand. Just understand how they've infiltrated every aspect of our lives. They're the ones wanting to teach kids to be gay now. And that's no bullshit. When you look at the top of those positions with the districts and all that, they're Jews. They're Jews. I mean, they've got everything. And they can't... They all contribute, basically. Like my mom was saying, the guy in the news, what is it, Velshi? Fucking, he's a Jew. She said he's good though. And I was like, Mom, no. He might say, have pity on Palestine and all that. But that dude's been pushing the gay movement forever. He still is. He's got his show where he's the banned book thing, and it's all gay. He's just all about, that's his angle. So they all play a part. He plays the subversion, the cultural subversion role. But he's a Jew. So all the news is almost locked down on all Jews. I mean, they don't want anybody reading it. Oh shit! What is this? Fuck. I'll wait to see what happens with the next disappointment out of the Epstein file. Because now they're supposed to be doing something, talking to Ghislaine. Something's going to happen, man. They're going to pardon her or something. That's going to be an uproar. Because if he pardons her, then she did her thing for him. He pardoned her. Because if she's even in prison, I mean, maybe she is. She probably is. She's supposed to be in Florida or whatever. There's some places that'll get you no matter who you are. But, she'll clear Trump's name. She'll be free to go. They even asked him about it today, and he said no, he hasn't thought about it, but he said he does have that right to do that. He said that. And she's like a pedophile madam or whatever you call it, and he lets her go. And all those victims that told all the stories about her, man. And Trump, dude, he was friends with that guy for 15 years. He hung out with them all the time, man. They did coke together. You can tell when they show him some of the shots, videos. Trump does coke. He doesn't drink. He's a cokehead, and he does coke now. Somebody had dropped some info about that. Somebody from the inside that he does a lot of coke now, and you can tell he does. And you can tell when he's talking to the press, sometimes he's fucking. I gotta look for snakes, man. Sure, he's the president, the dirty president. Because anybody who's president now is holding a secret that Israel is running the show. At least since 9/11 or so. Because that's when they took over the Pentagon. And they took over the Pentagon. Once they took over the Pentagon, then that's a wrap. They had already had the other shit. They've already got DC. People don't understand how bad it is. How far gone this country is. This is fucking West Tel Aviv, man. The West Side Jerusalem. West Bank. And I just heard that evangelistic dude, the Huckabee, he's the ambassador to Israel, and he has, well, I heard he has issues with what's going on with the treatment of Christians. Well, they just fucking bombed the Catholic Church there. So, I mean, what the fuck? How is that excusable? I mean, they kill emergency workers. Nobody would get by with that. Why do they have this long leash? It can only be one thing. Holocaust pity. Pity from something that didn't even happen almost 100 years ago. Motherfuckers. What other people could actually do that? Take a lie. Who would even if that had happened, all the things they claimed, the 6 million and all that, even if that had happened to, let's say, Christians or something, would Christians be talking about it 100 years later? No, because Christians don't fucking write the history books. any other people. I mean, any other. It wasn't. There was no 6 million for them. If anything, it was 6 million Germans or more. We did the unthinkable after World War II. We had a German, prisoner camp in the U.S. with well over 1 million Germans. After the war was over, they left them locked in that thing, and they didn't give them. They cut their water off, and they didn't have any food, and they just left them in there, and they ended up eating each other, and all dying on U.S. soil. That ain't bullshit either. I mean, that's torture. Beyond torture. You leave a whole bunch of people without anything, without water and food. They will eat each other. They have to. I mean, people do what they're going to do. But that didn't even hit the history books, And what the Bolsheviks moved in and did after the war to the Germans was the worst raping and pillaging and torturing and murdering it ever even recorded. It's hard. You can look it up too. There's hardly any record of it. It was after the war, and there was hardly anybody left in Germany. I mean, they had just gotten demolished, and there was only starving people, families, villagers, and stuff left. And there was nothing. And the fucking Bolsheviks went through there and just did unthinkable things. Because they were little hats. And in my eyes, that's who's still in power today. And that's why that story is never told. Because the ones that are in power, that story, all that truth won't be revealed until this regime falls. And people don't even understand. Well, if you try to tell people that, they don't understand. They think you're bullshitting. They don't understand that our whole life, my whole life, the last 100 years or so, we've been ran by somebody else behind the red, white, and blue. There's no fucking USA. We were just being fucking used, sacrificed in a lot of cases. The ones sending us to war were the little hats who think that Christians and everybody who is not Jewish are insects. So, you want those guys running your fucking armies? That's what they killed Patton. They set him up to be killed, I guess. But he was, there's a lot of stuff that stories that he told, or, not stories, but documentation of how he felt about fighting for, the Jewish, having Jewish fucking military people. See, that's why they fucking infiltrate. You get in society, they slightly change their names so you don't know they're Jewish. So when they get jobs like that in the military and shit like that, you don't see it. It's not a Goldstein or whatever. I mean, why? It's all of them that fucking. Anybody who changes their name because you want it to sound less Jewish is up to something. Yeah, but people are getting pretty angry at the little hats. These fucking, I mean, so fucking sick of this. Our right to exist. And they actually say Palestinians are want to kill all the Jews. They just flip the script. It doesn't matter. They don't need any truth. They don't need truth. They'll just say that lie over and over. Over and over. And have their online fucking trolls over and over. Repeat the lie over and over. Like those two kids that were, they said that Hamas strangled them, but they didn't. The father even said, there was a whole after story where the father, told the truth. He even kicked the IDF members out of the funeral. And these fuckers online, they know. I remind them every time they post that shit about those two redheaded kids, the BBs. They'll say, "We remember," and it's like, dude, they were killed by Israel. Israel bombed those kids. And the father has fucking confirmed that. So you're just pumping a fucking lie, and they just keep do it over and over and over and over and over. They don't fucking care if it's true. Sorry to say, fucking Jews lie. Like, it's just a natural thing. I'm not anti anything, but Jews lie. That doesn't mean, that doesn't. If saying that or that being a fact and you say it, I mean, if that's anti-Semitism, then anti-Semitism has too many prongs. It's just they pull that one out when you talk shit about Gaza. All right, I'm getting ready to cut this bad boy off. It's been a wonderful hike. We'll do it again. Probably tomorrow. Peace.